In the previous tutorials, we have learned about different types of loops. Now, it is time for us to apply our knowledge about loops in some applications. In this tutorial, we will understand how we can use loops in elementary computation. Here's our first program. This program prints the sum of all numbers between 1 and 10. Let's understand the program. Here, we want to calculate the sum of numbers, so we declare two variables. One is I, which stores the numbers, and S, which stores the sum of the numbers. Since we want to calculate the sum of numbers between 1 and 10, this means that the loop needs to be executed 10 times. As we know the number of iterations of the loops, so we can use the for loop. The sum of numbers between 1 to 10 is required, so we initialize the variable I with 1 and let it take the value up to 10. The loop body has statement S is equal to S plus I. Since S is equal to 0 and I is equal to 1, so S becomes 0 plus 1, that is 1. After that, the value of I is incremented to 2. Next, the statement S is equal to S plus I is again executed. The previous value of S is 1 and the value of I is 2. So the new value of S becomes 2 plus 1, that is 3. In this way, the loop calculates the sum of numbers between 1 and 10. Once the loop is terminated, the next statement prints the value of S, that is sum of numbers, on the screen. Let's execute the program. We get the sum of all numbers between 1 and 10 on the screen. Now, let's move on to our next program. This program accepts 10 numbers from the users and finds the maximum and minimum number among them. Let's understand the program. First, we allow the user to enter the first number. Then we store the first number in the variable n. Next, we store this number in other two variables, max and min, which hold the maximum and the minimum of the given numbers respectively. Next, we use the for loop to accept the next 10 numbers from the user. Since the first number is already accepted, we run the loop from I is equal to 2 to 10. In the first iteration, the loop accepts the second number from the user and checks if it is less than the number stored in the variable min. If this situation evaluates to true, it replaces the number stored in the variable min. Else the variable min remains same. Next, it checks if the number is greater than the number stored in the variable max. If this situation is found true, the number is stored in the variable max, else it is ignored. Next, it accepts the third number and the entire process repeats till all 10 numbers are compared with the value stored in the max and the min. Once the loop is terminated, we print the maximum and minimum values on the screen. When we execute the code and enter 10 numbers, the maximum and the minimum of them are displayed on the screen. Now let's move on to another interesting program. This program finds the factors of a number. Let's understand the program. First, we allow the users to enter the number whose factors are required. Next, we store the number in the variable n. We initialize the integer I with the value 1 and let it take the value up to n. A number is completely divisible by its factors. This means the result of division of a number with its factors leaves the remainder 0. So, within the for loop, we use an if statement to check whether the result of division of the number by I is exactly equal to 0 or not. If the condition is true, then the value of I is printed, else it is ignored. When we execute the program and enter a number, its factors are displayed on the screen. That's it in this tutorial. But don't worry if you're looking for more programs. In assignment, we have some more programs for you.